The conquest mode in this game was pretty good, I gotta say. You could see it get better throughout Deadly Alliance when they first started the conquest mode. Like, for example, you would choose a character and you would be like a little Shaolin monk going to like different towers, and you'll be learning how to master their fighting styles and how to do their special moves and everything, or they show you combos you could do. But pretty much that's what conquest mode was. In Deception's version, they actually give you control of Shujinko, and you get to walk around and you get to talk to people and do missions. You could get keys, you could get coins, you do other stuff. That's basically what you do in Conquest. You just get keys or coins, that's it. But the storyline was good in Deception, because it really gave you a point like who was Shujinko, why did Shujinko collect the Kamidogu, and how the Dragon King came back to life in the sense. But we all know in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Reptile took the formation of Onaga, but I'm not going to get to that. Armageddon though was pretty good, I gotta say. They really did a lot better with it. It shows the story of Taven, who is the son of a elder god, and no, I'm sorry, not elder god. I think he was just the son of a god, and son of a sorceress. So basically, he was kind of a mixed breed, and he has another brother named Dagon. They were sealed away so they could prevent Armageddon. And in the process, Dagon gets released prematurely, and he goes crazy for the prize of getting the status of a god by killing his mother and father. Spoiler alert if you were going to play the game, I'm sorry. And then Taven goes through, meets a bunch of characters from Mortal Kombat, and you see what's going on, how Armageddon is going to happen, and everything. I didn't kind of like the storyline a bit. It's just something about I didn't want Mortal Kombat to end kind of like that. I didn't want it to end like that. It was pretty stupid, and I didn't like the fact that Blaze had to fight Taven. I would have seen like Liu Kang or Raiden or more of a heroic character, not this Taven guy. I just don't know why he came out of nowhere. He was just a character that just basically came out of nowhere next to Dagon, and I don't really care about Dagon. I like Taven more than Dagon. But the gameplay in Conquest mode for Armageddon, they actually gave you more things to do. You could actually fight, not like in Deception, where you would, let's say, you would go up to a character and you could just talk to him, and you could do a mission, and Shujinko would transform into different fighters. He could be Jade at one point, he could be Liu Kang at one point, or he could be Sub-Zero at another point. See, it was random. And in Taven's Conquest, you actually let him fight, and you could get different power-ups. You could get like a ground smash move, you could throw fireballs, you could stop time, and I kind of forgot the other one, but I'm not really going to talk about that. You could actually do fatalities at the end. It was pretty cool. It felt like Shaolin monks. It's basically, they took that idea of Shaolin monks, but they kind of like watered it down, where you can't like basically jump around and do crazy mortalities and fatalities like in Shaolin monks. But it was a good thing they put in there. I liked the Conquest mode. It was a fun thing. I didn't like the story. I really didn't. It was kind of a disappointment to me. I didn't want Mortal Kombat to end. Sorry, I'm sounding like a fanboy here, but that's my opinion. I'm sorry. Well, the other thing. One of the good things about this game, it was kind of a love and hate thing, was the Krypt. See, the Krypt in the different games were different. See, when they start using the Krypt, they had different, I gotta say, they had different colors of coins you could get, and you would buy different coffins of that one particular color. And in Deception, they took that same idea, but they gave you keys. And the only way you could obtain the keys was going to Conquest mode, and you can unlock alternate costumes, some alternate costumes, and different movies and other levels you could fight in. But in this game, you could just buy them in this, and they had one currency in it. It was like gold coins now, and that was a good idea because I got kind of annoyed that I didn't have enough platinums or onyx coins. Those were the ones I had trouble getting the most, because I've usually played Puzzle Combat for a long time and trying to get the platinum or onyx coins or chess combat. You know, I wouldn't get enough. Well, I played on medium, so there's just they didn't give me too much. But after that, in the Krypt, you would get some movies too. Like in all the other Krypts, you get movies too. One of the other, they gave you some good movies, I got to say. I'm not going to explain a lot of them to you. I mean, like the only good one was probably the voice acting one, where they recorded the voice actors doing their job. And they gave you like these other 4 videos of Scorpion, Shinnok, Sub-Zero, and Kano. Just beautiful computer animation, just showing them doing like just some, I don't know what the hell they were doing. It's just them jumping around and dancing. And they gave you this little thing in the third screen. If you go right 3 times or right 2 times, in the third screen they had this little question mark. And the question mark, you would have to put a code in. There were only a few codes in this game, which I don't know why you even put that in there. You have different codes, which was pretty stupid. And then we give you some concept art of what Taven would have looked like, what Sub-Zero could have, or no, Lin Kuei soldiers would have looked like, and everything. Which was kind of a stupid thing to do, because they gave you too many. There's too many things that you saw, but they also gave you these pictures of their old MK4 or their old Mortal Kombat silhouettes. Like they would give the Mortal Kombat 4 characters their old character designs and give them the weapons. And they would give you Kentaro's updated design and Rain's updated design. And the funny thing was, they gave Sector a picture of his MK3 picture, and they would just give him a weapon on the side. Yeah, what are you gonna do? They wouldn't focus on it much. It was a funny thing to see. The concept art was pretty cool, I say, but they should have gave you more movies than concept art, because I enjoy watching the movies more than looking at concept art. That's just me. If you like looking at the concept art, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna bash you on that. I don't bash on people for their own opinions. I can't bash them because we all have our different opinions. That's the kind of a person I am. If you want to bash on my opinions, go ahead. I'm just not gonna fight you over it. I could be really easy going with you, but I'm not gonna get into that. Back to the review. That was pretty much it with the Krypt. I could give the Krypt about 3 out of 5. I think the best Krypt was Deception's Krypt, because especially the things you could get in the Krypt. So basically, I give Deception's Krypt the winner of the Krypt. 65.